Welcome back student. Today I will take second part of Unit 3 Elementary Theories of Fluids from the subject Fundamentals of Chemical Engineering. I am Amal Ghosh, lecturer of Chemical Engineering from Kontai Polytechnic. So let's start. Acha. Okay. Before that we have completed. Okay. Before this page we have completed everything. Okay. Now today density of gas, the molar density of gas and the mass density of gas. Molar density of gas, what is that? Number of mole divided by total volume is molar density. So mole is weight divided by molecular weight, we know the formula, and summation. So total number of mole and volume. Okay, so volume you can write summation of volume of individual components. So molar density is number of mole divided by total volume. Okay, mass density, we know mass, weight or divided by total volume, mass divided by total volume, and mass is summation of mass of individual components by total volume. Acha, so this we can write as a average molecular weight into rho am is molar density. So mass density is equals to molar density and average molecular weight. Next page we have taken an example: air containing 21% oxygen, 79% nitrogen by volume. Calculate the composition in terms of weight percentage. Okay, that is weight percentage and its density at a pressure of 735.56 millimeter mercury and a temperature of 25 degrees centigrade. Assume air behaves like ideal gas. Okay, so we have to assume the air behave like ideal gas. Answer: since we know the volume percentage is equals to mole percent, here the question is was in volume percent, so in mole percent. Okay, this is why oxygen should be there here, oxygen. So why oxygen mole percentage of oxygen 0.21, and why nitrogen it should be in 2, and it is equals to 0.79%. So note that. Okay, so by writing some mistake is there. So why oxygen, it should be oxygen, why oxygen is 0.21, why nitrogen 0.79. And molecular weight of oxygen we know 32, and molecular weight of nitrogen we know 28. So average molecular weight by the formula y1 m1 plus y2 m2, average molecular we find it is 28.8. The composition of air in mass fraction, you know mass fraction yi mi by mm. Okay, yi is equals to 0.21, m oxygen is equals to 32, average molecular is equals to 28.8. Okay, so from that we find it is as 0.234, and mass fraction of nitrogen is equals to find 0.766. So composition in weight percent, so what we have to do, mass fraction into multiplied by 100. So we find oxygen 23.4, nitrogen 76.6. Okay, next. Since a gram mole of an ideal gas occupies 22.4 liter at 0 degree centigrade and 760 mm, we know. Okay, and what we have given, what they're given the pressure is 735.56 millimeter mercury, and temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. So as the air, we can take the ideal gas equation as in the question it is written air behave as ideal gas. So we can take p1 v1 by t2 equals to p1 v1 t1 equals to p2 v2 by t2. From that v2 is equals to v1 p1 t2 by p2 t1. Okay, v1 here also you have to multiply 22.4. Okay, that thing just omitted by mistake. Okay, we have to write there, so you should know. So v1 is 22.4 here, you have to write. Then p1 is 760, t1 is 25 degrees centigrade, it was given, and in Kelvin 273 plus 25, and p2 is given that, and t1 is 0 degree centigrade is given. So 273 plus 0. So from that we will get a volume 25.35 liter. Average molecular weight is given 28.8, and the density, average molecular weight by volume, and that is 1.138 gram per liter. Next page, example 2. flue gas have the following composition by volume. Here also in volume percent measured at 760 millimeter mercury and 30 degree centigrade, and the composition is oxygen 25%, carbon dioxide 0.2, sulfur dioxide 1.2, nitrogen 68, and oxygen 5.6. First, calculate the average molecular weight. Second, the composition in weight percent. Third, the composition of the gas by volume when sulfur dioxide is completely removed. Okay, first thing, first what you have to calculate average molecular weight. Acha, since we know the volume percentage is equals to mole percent, as the percent is volume percent, so mole percent is same. So mole fraction, if we write mole fraction of carbon dioxide 0.25, and carbon monoxide 0.002, sulfur dioxide 0.012, and nitrogen 0.68, oxygen 0.056. Average molecular weight is, what is the formula? Y1 m1 plus y2 m2 plus y3 m3. That formula we have put at all the value. Carbon dioxide molecular is 44, carbon monoxide 28, sulfur dioxide 64, uh, nitrogen 28, and oxygen 32, and we find the average molecular weight is equals to 32.66. Acha, then the composition in weight percent. Weight percent, we know yi by mm. Okay, here we put all the value, we find the weight percent or weight percentage of carbon dioxide is equals to weight fraction, it is weight fraction, sorry, weight fraction of carbon dioxide is equal to 0.3368, carbon monoxide 0.0017, sulfur dioxide 0.0235, nitrogen 0.5830, oxygen 0.0549. Okay, and that is in fraction. In percentage, what you have to do, you have to multiply by 100, and we will find this, and total is 99.99, so it is almost equal to 100, no problem. Okay, now sulfur dioxide is completely removed. Okay, so assume 100 liter of gas. Okay, so from that, carbon dioxide was 25 liter, carbon monoxide 0.2 liter, nitrogen 68 liter, oxygen 5.6 liter, and sulfur dioxide is omitted, right? So composition in volume percentage, what we have to do here, here see total volume is reduced, and before total volume was 100. So what we have to do, we have to multiply it, all the fractions, here with 100 by 98.8. Okay, we have to multiply it, because as the sulfur is removed, all the percentage will be increased little bit, just under that thing. Okay, from the carbon dioxide we find 25.5%, carbon monoxide 0.2%. Okay, carbon dioxide is changed very negligible, nitrogen is 16.8, and oxygen is 5%, total is 100, right? So after removing sulfur dioxide, we will find this percentage in volume, right? Next is Raoult's law. Raoult's law states that the partial pressure of each component of an ideal mixture of liquid is equal to the vapor pressure of the pure component multiplied by its mole fraction in the mixture. Mathematically, the Raoult law for a single component in an ideal solution is stated that Pi equals to Pi star into Xi, right? Pi is the partial pressure of the component in gaseous mixture, Pi star is equilibrium vapor pressure, and Xi is mole fraction of the component in the mixture. The solution behaves ideally when the solution and solvent molecules have similar size and both are liquids. Okay, next, the excess volume of mixing is 0, net heat of mixing is 0. Okay, if these three is satisfied, the equation is valid in this case. Acha, next we have Henry's law. When a gas is brought into contact with the surface of a liquid, some of the molecule of gas striking to the liquid surface is dissolved. It means, suppose we have liquid, over that we have gas. Suppose in the gas, we in the liquid we have water. Okay, in the water, above it there is a gas, I mean air, in this air moisture is present. So we have water, above that moisture uh, content air is present. So what will happen, some of the moisture will strike on the surface of the water and it will be deposited or it will be dissolved, right? Similarly, suppose in air ammonia is present and we have water, so ammonia molecule will dissolve on the water. Okay, the dissolution of the gas in the liquid will be continue until the rate at which gas molecule enters the liquid is equal to rate at which they leave the surface. Okay, means suppose it is dissolving, okay, it is continuously dissolving and the density of that component in the water will increase. Okay, after certain times a little bit evaporation from the liquid will also start. Okay, so one point, a condition will come there, at that condition the liquid is dissolving some part of it, and similar, suppose 5 kg, 5 mole, or you can say 5 mole of ammonia is dissolving in the liquid and 5 mole of ammonia is evaporating from the liquid, so an equilibrium will be established. Okay, so incoming and outgoing with the liquid is same and an equilibrium is established. Okay, so equilibrium condition is present. So equilibrium means no change in concentration of air as well as water, that condition is equilibrium, but the process goes on, right? Henry's law is express the relationship between the concentration of gas dissolved in the liquid and equilibrium partial pressure of the gas above the liquid surface, and is given by P is equals to H into X. Okay, so partial pressure of the component is gaseous phase is equals to H into X, where P is equilibrium partial pressure. Okay, equilibrium condition you have to write, other than that answer is not completely right. Okay, so equilibrium partial pressure of gas in contact with the liquid is the P. X is mole fraction of the gas dissolved in liquid. H is Henry's law constant. The factor H is a function of specific nature of gas and liquid. Okay, so H depends on gas and liquid's nature. It generally increase in temperature. So H, the value of H increase with increase in temperature. So value of H is a function of temperature, that thing you have to remember. The more soluble gas is in the liquid, the less value of H. Okay, suppose the solubility of gas is high, in that case the value of H is less. Okay, as the solubility increase, the value of H decrease. At high pressure or for gas of relatively high solubility, the Henry's law loses its validity. So at high pressure and very high solubility of gas, okay, at high pressure and high solubility gas, in these two cases Henry's law loses its validity, means it is not valid, right? Okay, we are going to the next page. We are taking an example. Calculate the volume in liter of ammonia gas under a pressure of 1 atmosphere and temperature of 20 degrees centigrade that can be dissolved in 100 liter of water. See, 100 liter of water, right? At the same temperature is same for ammonia and water. H is given is that. Okay, from that equation, this equation, okay, it is given 1.7. Okay, so ammonia dissolved in water, X is equals to P by H, X is equals to P by H, right, from this formula. Okay, so P is 1, H is given 27, so X is equal to 0.37. Acha, now X means mole fraction, means mole of ammonia divided by mole of ammonia plus water. So to make it as mole of ammonia by mole of water, what we have to do, it is equals to X by 1 minus X. Okay, put okay, X by 1 minus X, X value is given, so X by 1 minus X equals to 0.587. Acha, 100 liter of water means 100 liter, and to make it cc we have to multiply by 1000 in CGS process CC, and in CGS, okay, in CGS unimolecular weight of water is 18 gram. Okay, so 18 we have divided. So from that we find the value of mole of gas is equal to 5555.5 gram mole or mole. Right, mole of ammonia dissolved from this formula, mole of ammonia dissolved this into mole of water. Okay, this into mole of water, so we find mole of ammonia dissolved this. So volume of ammonia at 1 atmosphere 0 degree centigrade in 100 liter of water is equals to number of mole here, and each mole occupied volume at 20 at 0 degree centigrade is 22.4. Right, now the temperature is high, temperature is 20 degree centigrade, so 273 plus 20 divided by 273 plus 0, at 0 degree centigrade volume is 22.4. At the temperature increase, so volume will be increased, so the volume is this later. So this is for today, we will see you in next class.